Imagine a world where the boundaries between the physical and the spiritual are not just blurred, but completely dissolved by a cosmic event that has awakened humanity's latent potential. You are part of a new generation of visionaries, individuals who can perceive the underlying code of reality and manipulate it through consciousness alone. But when you discover that this awakening is not a gift, but a test administered by an ancient intelligence known as Enanika, you realize that evolution isn't just about growing stronger, it's about transcending the very definition of what it means to be human. Welcome to Enanika, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Donna Goddard's visionary fiction saga. If you love metaphysical thriller tropes, consciousness expansion, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master the fabric of reality through grit, ingenuity, and superior awareness, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of existential mystery with the profound weight of spiritual destiny. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's first true vision, thrusting them into a race against time to understand their new abilities before they are consumed by the sheer magnitude of the information flooding their mind. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of latent energy, the static of conflicting realities, and the creeping dread of knowing that every thought could reshape the world around them. Goddard excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a malleable reality, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of one's sanity to the void. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular consciousness hacker trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the universe, exploiting glitches in perception, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Enanika lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer, they are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Enanika is a triumph of the LitRP and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Donna Goddard has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.